Hello, a new version of the main network of the Terra blockchain was launched on May 28. Kwon, CEO of Terraform Labs, announced this on Twitter. Kwon's plan is to revive Terra without the algorithmic stablecoin UST, which was the centerpiece of the ecosystem and ultimately caused it to collapse. After these events, Kwon put to the vote a proposal to create a new network, which was approved by vote within a few days. Terra applications including Astroport, Prism, RandomEarth, Spectrum, Nebula, Terraswap, and Edge protocol have already migrated to the new chain. The old Terra network continues to issue blocks and is now called Terra Classic. Its token was decided to be called Luna Classic or LUNC, while the tokens of the new network were called Luna or in some cases Luna 2.0. The issuance of new Lunas was capped at 1 billion tokens after LUNC's circulating supply exceeded 6.5 trillion amid the collapse of UST. 70% of the tokens of the new network will be received by the holders of the assets of the old version based on blockchain snapshots. 30% of this volume is immediately available for sale, while the remaining 70% is staking to secure the network and will be distributed over several years. Another 300 million tokens have been allocated for the further development of the project, including 30 million for developers who decide to continue working on the Terra network. And altcoin clock. WEMIX gaming token increased in price by 250% while a huge number of cryptocurrencies have been declining in value over the past 3 weeks. Some digital assets still manage to not only maintain stability, but also increase in price by several 100%. One of these coins, which despite the market collapse was able to increase its value, is the WEMIX gaming token. This asset managed to rise by almost 268% in just 2 weeks, from $1.27 to $4.70. The trading volume, by the way, has also grown. In recent days it has been holding above the $600 million mark. For reference, it is first worth emphasizing that the above coin belongs to the Clayton project, which, in turn, is a multifunctional gaming protocol. According to reports, Clayton's active desire to make a real revolution in the blockchain gaming market, game fee, has led to an increase in the value of WEMIX. According to the business publication Cointelegraph, the growth of the token could be influenced by the conclusion of new partnerships by the Clayton project, the update of the main network and, most importantly, the promise to issue its own stable cryptocurrency. In more detail, the launch of the new, updated WEMIX 3.0 network should take place on June 15. On the eve of this event, the developers announced that the WEMIX dollar will become the main currency of the ecosystem. According to reports, the coins will be backed not only by third-party fiat currencies, but also by the USD coin, USDC, stablecoin. In addition, according to Cointelegraph, among the main reasons for the growth in the value of WEMIX are the release of new products and the conclusion of strategic partnerships. So, May has become quite a fruitful month for this project, because over the past 3 weeks, WEMIX developers have presented a number of new games. Crypto Ball Z, 4 Gods in Every Farm, and also launched the Spoliv platform based on their protocol, a web portal for sports betting. In terms of making new business connections, WEMIX recently announced that the project signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Vietnam Blockchain Association on May 17. In addition, the gaming company WEMIX became the main investor in the Fashion Research OFR cryptocurrency fund, and also invested heavily in the American virtual reality startup Jadu. The recent launch of Stake 360, a special incentive service for WEMIX holders, also played an important role in increasing the value of the coin. The amount of additional reward for staking assets will depend on the period of their blocking. So, if earlier the standard promotion in the form of 7% was available to all investors, now, users who agreed to block from 90 to 360 days will be able to receive a reward from 10% to 20.6%, respectively.
Former CIA and National Security Agency (NSA) officer Edward Snowden, known for exposing U.S. intelligence surveillance of information communications, has been linked to the launch of the Zcash ZEC cryptocurrency. In 2016, he became one of 6 participants in the so-called trusted cryptocurrency installation ceremony. Information about this was revealed by the Zcash media portal. "I saw some trusted crypto scientists working on it and I thought it was a very interesting project," Snowden says in the released video. The informant took part in the ceremony under the pseudonym John Dauberton. Snowden agreed to make public his role in the creation of Zcash in correspondence with the lead developer of the cryptocurrency Zuko Wilcox. "If you make it clear that I wasn't paid for this and that I don't have a stake, that it was in the public interest, I think you can tell people," Snowden wrote to Wilcox. Zcash is characterized by increased privacy through the use of shadowed, shielded transactions. Such transactions go through privacy pools to obfuscate their data. The pool settings are configured using a secret cryptographic key, which is generated during the aforementioned trusted installation process. Since the owner of this key is able to issue ZEC coins in unlimited quantities, several people are involved in the trusted installation, each of whom contributes a part of the total value. In addition to Snowden, Bitcoin developer Peter Todd, Wilcox and his brother, Coin Center research director Peter Van Bockenberg, and cybersecurity specialist Derek Hinch took part in the trusted installation. When they came up with the idea that they needed several people interacting in different places, in the hope that at least one of them would not be compromised, that he would not act against the public interest, and that a ceremony was required for the success of this design, I gladly said, "Of course, I will help," Snowden said. Suko Wilcox said he also consulted with WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. "When we were preparing the ceremony, I visited Julian Assange at the Ecuadorian embassy in London and asked for his advice. He recommended that we focus on the physical isolation of computing nodes, which we did. And in the meantime, the EU is developing a mechanism to combat money laundering through cryptocurrencies. The EU leadership is developing legislation to monitor cryptocurrency transactions carried out by unregistered wallets. Thus, Brussels intends to minimize the scale of legalization of criminal proceeds through digital currencies. However, the banking sector fears that it could suffer along with crypto companies if the relevant law comes into force. First of all, bankers are concerned about the provision on banking secrecy, which may cause dissatisfaction among customers of credit institutions. On March 31, the European Parliament voted for a document obliging to identify the owners of digital wallets, including over-the-counter storage of virtual currencies. The European Banking Authority still does not understand how the EU authorities will monitor transactions and identify suspicious schemes. The representative of this organization, Joanna Netu, emphasized that a competent body should appear, whose tasks will include monitoring the movement of funds in digital currencies. He will interact with banks to identify and stop suspicious transactions.